All right, a couple of listeners made us aware of this blog post because this is not on our radar, usually. Friends for Fullerton's Future. I believe, John, the last time we came across them, they interviewed Mike Duvall. Remember Mike Duvall, the disgraced former assemblyman?
Who blamed us for him having to resign from the assembly.
Right.
After that sex scandal with the lobbyist where she was running around naked and dripping in his apartment.
It was like his first interview. He broke his silence with Friends for Fullerton's Future. Fullerton was part of his assembly district there in Orange County. We made the blog again today, and it's kind of a funny story. It's a little inside politics, but I think you'll enjoy it. As you know, on our radar for quite a long time now has been the California First Five Commission. The Rob Reiner thing, John, with the tax on smoking, on cigarettes, which was used for children programs, right? Childhood
and
programs.
they've ended up with a huge amount of money because they don't know what to spend it on. And this tax has been on the books for about 12 years now. And
right, and remember there were various attempts to raid it because of the budget problems.
And they're sitting on billions of dollars that's unspent.
And in fact, we actually advocated, I believe that was on the ballot last May, along with Prop 1A, to vote down raiding the funds. I know they wanted to go into the mental illness money too, right?
Right, yeah, out of principle that we didn't want to feed the Sacramento Beast.
Apparently, this blog report says that there is a PR lobbyist by the name of Matthew Cunningham who apparently does advise, and I guess he does work for the local regional chapter of First Five in Orange County called Orange County Children and Families Commission. And they're reporting in their blog today that apparently back in January of 2009, and I don't know why, they got a hold of his invoice, which he actually sent to the commission for his services. $780 he charged. And this is what he did for this invoice. Reviewed media reports on Prop 10 and nudge pressures, email correspondence on topics, drafted and circulated a response, responded to email correspondence, and monitored the January 13th John and Ken attack on First Five.
He gets paid for listening to the show?
Yes, and apparently it's $200 an hour.
$200 an hour?
Yeah, the bill was for $780, so I guess that was for
so that's
almost 4 hours work.
So he gets about $800 for listening to our show?
He did in this case.
For that one day.
It was part of his work, because apparently on that day, which was in January 2009, Schwarzenegger was talking about eliminating First Five to get some money. And it was because regional commissions would have taken a 60% cut in funding. So we must have talked about it that day, and he was listening to us.
He was monitoring.
Yeah, no.
Monitoring is more intense than listening.
He wrote, monitoring 113 John and Ken attack on First Five. That's just funny. That's the first time I ever recall somebody's been paid to listen to our show.
But that's out of the tax money.
You're right. That's right. The commission pays him. Yeah,
that's $800 of the cigarette tax money going to this guy for listening to our show.
Well, he was claiming other things, email correspondence, a lot of email stuff.
Well, you can do the email while you're monitoring the show.
You're absolutely right. And by the way, how long did we talk about First Five that day if we did? What, 10, 15, 20 minutes at most?
I don't know.
It's like we spent the whole show on it.
But he didn't know when it would come back on. See, that's the thing.
Oh, so he had to spend all afternoon.
He had to lock in at 3, and he had to sit there for all 4 hours. He doesn't know.
See, that's what we need to do with every listener, right, to help our ratings. You never know. Stay tuned the entire show.
That's right.
We could talk about you or something that matters to you or something you're paid to listen to.
Oh, if we could rig it so people get $800 a day for listening to us. That would be huge. All right, more coming up here.
I should get that.
Yeah, you should get it for having to listen.
You pretty much hear the whole show.
And she's the only one who's forced to listen. Nobody else has to listen as intently as she does. And are you getting less than $200 an hour?
Yes.
Just a tad. All right, more coming up on the John and Ken Show. KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio.
Your smartphone.